Hey guys, so I've got the beautiful weather back again, so the lighting should be back to normal, thank goodness. However, because it's a beautiful day, one of my neighbors is doing something and there is some kind of machinery running. At first I thought they were just cutting their grass, but no, there's some kind of machinery going and I've been waiting for it to stop and it's not stopping, and I can't go and tell them to stop whatever it is that they're doing, so hopefully you won't be able to hear that because it's really annoying to me because I can hear it very clearly. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but I hope they stop doing it soon. Anyway, today I am going to be reviewing and showing you all the colors in the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliners. Now they have two different lines. They have a regular line and then they have a shimmer line. This is for the regular line. There are 15 shades. I went out and got them all because these are amazing. When it comes to eyeliners, there are so many different problems that you can run into. I have had eyeliners that migrated on my eye and it would start off looking amazing, and then as the day would go on, it would end up coagulating like in the corner of your eyes. And I've also had problems with eyeliners where when you apply them, they drag, or it's hard to get the pigment on the area that you want it to. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong with them, but these are amazing. They don't do any of those things. They just go on the way you want them to. You can build up the color. They are the kind that you have to sharpen, but I feel as if that's better because then you can get the kind of point that you want to get on it. Not only that, but every time you sharpen an eyeliner, or a lip liner for that matter, you're scraping off the outside edge, so if there's any bacteria or germs on there, you're cleaning it up. So because these have to be sharpened, you know, every, I don't know, 2 or 3 times maybe that you use them, you're making them more sanitary by doing that. Now these are 89 to 99 cents depending on where you get them. I bought mine at Christmas Tree Shop, so I paid 89 cents, but at most stores they're 99 cents, and they do come in 15 shades, and I have used several of these colors already. I haven't used all of them, but what I did today was I deliberately used one of the lightest colors in the range so that I could test it out, because sometimes with lighter colors maybe it's not going to show up, and I'm happy to report that it did. I used the shade Cool Green today, which looks like this, and what I did was I wanted to do an eye look that would incorporate this eyeliner into it. So I used a palette also by Wet n Wild that is no longer available, but it's one of the classic 6-pan palettes. It's called Pride, and this is going back a while ago, but you might remember this. And it's a couple of whites, a couple of greens, and a couple of blues. One side is matte, the other side is shimmer. So I did the all shimmer side today, and I've been getting a little bit bolder with my color selections and finishes lately, and that's what that looks like. I just did it exactly the way they showed, the way they had it laid out in the palette. And then I used the Cool Green eyeliner right along the lower lash line and along the tight line. And that's another thing that I like about these pencils, is because you can get the point the way you want it, not necessarily too pointy, but pointy enough you can get it right in there for the tight line without having to work very hard at it. And what this color, this Cool Green color is more or less an extension of the green eyeshadow that I used from that palette. So these are amazing, and if you have never tried them, I would suggest getting, you know, the color, whatever color you normally use the most for eyeliner, and try it out, because They're pretty amazing. I mean, look at how much product you get there. This is the one in Sky Blue. But look how much product that is. This is huge compared to the average eyeliner, and will probably last me forever. But I want to incorporate these unique colors as much as I can into some looks coming up. And yeah, so I had to get all of them. They're just incredible. I really, really enjoy these. I was the kind of person that would take a little bit of eyeshadow and drag it down along the lower lash line, and I was even putting it like on my tight line, because I never really found an eyeliner that worked in every capacity that I wanted it to work in. Another problem that can happen with eyeliner is it can fade as the day goes on. That doesn't happen with these, and it doesn't migrate. It's easy to put on. They're incredible. So I wanted it in every color that they make it in. This one is Mink Brown. It's a nice rich brown color. And I'm not going to swatch these because it would be very hard to do swatches on my arm. So I'm just going to hold up each one so that you can see it. Here's a white. I don't normally do the whole white on the waterline thing, but I am absolutely going to try it with this and see how that works out and how I like it. This one is turquoise, just a really rich, vibrant turquoise. I love this particular shade of turquoise. I think it's just a nice balance of blue and green. The next one is Taupe. I showed this to you before in a video, and I've worn it once or twice and really like that shade of Taupe. This one is dark brown. Just a classic dark brown. This next one is called Green, and it is just a beautiful shade of green. It's a deeper, darker, richer, more jewel tone type green than the one that I have on today. So can't wait to try that, especially to incorporate it into some kind of fall look. Charcoal. This is one of the first ones that I got that made me fall in love with this product in the first place. This is Amethyst. They have two shades of purple. They have the Amethyst, and then they have one that is just called Purple, which I'll show you in a minute. But that one is Amethyst. This is Black. This is also one of the first ones that I picked up, and it's just, you know, exactly what you would want your black eyeliner to be. Here's the purple right here. So slightly different shade apart from the Amethyst. I love that they have two shades of purple because, as you know, all purples are not created equal. So that was nice that they did that. This I had on in yesterday's video. This one is called Bronzed, and I know the lighting was horrible in that video yesterday because of the rain, so you probably couldn't see it that well, but I like this bronzed color because it's not super dark. It's a little bit lighter than what you would think of as an average bronze, because sometimes if a color is too dark, it can really overwhelm the look and take away from whatever you did with your eyeshadow. So I kind of like that that's more of a mid-tone bronze. This one is called Deep Blue, and it's just that. It's a deep blue. And then last but not least, this is Olive. And I definitely have been getting an itch to do an olive eyeshadow look. So this is great, and I was deliberately holding off on that until I got this eyeliner so that I could incorporate it into the look. So those are wonderful, not a bad thing to say about them. I highly encourage you, if you would like to try a new eyeliner, to pick one up and let me know what you think, because I think they're pretty amazing. Now, in yesterday's video, I said that I was testing out a product that I had just picked up, and I would let you know about what was on my eyes. So what was on my eyes yesterday was one of the Wet n Wild Color Icon Glitter Singles. And I had on the one in brass. Now if you're not familiar with these are glitter, all different sizes. There's some large chunks, there's some very tiny pieces in a clear base, and the base has aloe and something else that's like good for your skin in it, and they're not supposed to crease or migrate. And the way I use this, because I read all kinds of information about these before I purchased them, and I read information on blogs, and I also watched some videos to see what other people had to say about them. So after gathering all that information, what I did was I used an eyeshadow primer first, just a regular eyeshadow primer. I think I used one by e.l.f, the same one I have on today, this one. And then I put this on because it is in a gel base. So you want to use this first. You don't want to put it on top of something. You don't want to put it on top of a powder eyeshadow. I know some people do that with glitter, but in this particular case you don't want to do that because it's just going to fall right off. So I put that on top of the primer. Then I took a similar color eyeshadow and put it on top of that. And what I used was, I thought this would be a good opportunity to use this palette. I believe these palettes came out as limited edition for fall last year by Wet n Wild. This one is called No Neutral Ground, and I used this gold shade over it. And I thought it was a really pretty look. Now, in yesterday's video, the lighting wasn't good, so you probably couldn't see it that well. But trust me when I say that the look came out very nice and I was pretty happy with it until I took it off last night. And the reason why I say that is there is a warning. There is a warning on the back of these glitter singles. Oh, and by the way, I also got Groupie, which is the pink, and I got Spiked, which is the silver. But there is a warning on the back of this that says, for face and body only. Now, if you look on Wet n Wild's website, these are listed in the eyeshadow section, but they most likely put this on the back of these as sort of a disclaimer in case somebody got some glitter in their eyes and then, you know, wanted to pursue maybe I think you know where I'm going. I don't want to come right out and say it, but that's what went through my mind because, wait a minute now, it's on the eyeshadow section, but then you put for face and body only on the back. So I think they had some concerns about possibly people getting glitter in their eyes. So the look came out great. I was very happy with it. It stayed pretty well all day. I had maybe 3 pieces of glitter that fell onto my face, but for the most part it worked out great until I went to take it off last night. That's when I ran into problems. I had to use a cotton ball with eye makeup remover several times, like several cotton balls worth of eye makeup remover to get it all off my eyes. And as I was doing this, it was falling onto my face and everywhere. I had an awful time getting it all off, and in the end I couldn't get it all off. I'm still picking sparkles off my face and everything. It went into my eyebrows, it went into my eyelashes, and I think some of it may have even gone into my eyes. When I woke up this morning, my eyes were slightly irritated, and the thing is, because of the variation in the density of the glitter particles, it made it nearly impossible to see what was left and to get it all off. I washed my face with makeup remover and then I put something else on, and it was awful. So I think I'm just going to hang on to these and use them the way it says on the package for face and body. I'll probably use them, I don't know, maybe as part of something Halloween on my face or body but not my eyes, or I could use them in some kind of craft project, but I don't think it's a good idea to use them on your eyes, because it could have turned out even worse than what it did. I mean, in terms of safety, if I had gotten a large particle of glitter in my eye, it could have cut my eye or, you know, caused some major problems. So I would not recommend these. If, you know, if you've seen these and you've looked at them with the intention of using them in an eye look, yeah, it was pretty, but is it worth the risk? No, not really. And it even says on the back, basically, that it's risky. So I would say thumbs down on these if what you want to use them for is an eyeshadow. But that's just my opinion, and you know, it's totally up to you what you want to do. And they are workable if you use them in the right way as a look, but trying to get it all off at the end of the day, not fun, not pretty, and possibly dangerous. So take from that what you will. You know that when it comes to all this stuff, you know, I try to give you the good and the bad and be honest about everything. And so big thumbs up on the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliners, but not so much on the glitter singles. So I'll see you next time, and if you want to know anything about what I have on for products today, because I have been switching it up a lot and using some different things in my collection to try to do some color adjusting with my makeup, and so it's not going to be the same products every single day. I'll see you next time, you guys. Bye.